So, hilarity also ensues today, because today, this week, shall we say, some of the leaders, the MPs in the EU have signed an agreement to integrate more closely an EU defence budget, which basically means that the 23 national armies of the nations within the EU can work closer together. They also have a budget now which they can now use for weapons purchasing and defence research spending, which basically sums up to a stronger national militaries able to work together and less dependence on US-led NATO. That's literally all it does. But literally, you'd think people were going, oh my god, it's a fucking army, oh my god, it's a fucking EU army, oh my god, oh my god. That's literally how people have reacted to this. But there is nowhere, absolutely nowhere in this agreement for an establishment of officers, generals, and a command structure. There is nothing. It gives no leeway for this to happen. This is purely, okay, the German army and the French army want to do joint manoeuvres. Okay, well, under this system, they now can, a lot more easier. The Italian government wants to put new research into, I don't know, a new tank or an attack helicopter. Congratulations, there's now something that they can reach into to help spend on that budget. There's also massive inputs for example, EU defence companies and contractors to be able to draw funds into their funding, thus enabling a stronger EU research and focused development. That way they don't have to focus, send all that money, to the US and, rely on the US. But of course, we're leaving, so of course, people are like, oh my god, they're going to invade us now, they're going to invade us. It's just like, oh god. This is absolutely ridiculous, but this is one of the things that was constantly brought up prior to Brexit by people like Sargon, and he was constantly told there is nothing in the bill that we signed that will give them a command structure. For example, let's say it had been done last year. There is no command structure, so there is no such thing, for example, as an overall EU general which can say, well, okay, the British Army needs to move here. There's nothing that allows for that to happen. Each individual nation's country has final say over what happens with their army. If they don't want to take part in an operation, they don't have to. They don't have to collaborate in it. They can do their own thing if they want to. But apparently it's the start of some EU army, and of course, no, it's not. But as I've said before, there's no such thing with reality to some people, and this is a clear case of that.